Alright everyone, we got a stack of Blu-rays to talk about in this Blu-ray haul, so you don't want to miss it. How we doing, my film fans? This is Let's Be Real Brad. If you love movies, TV shows, and bunch of Blu-ray and 4K pickups, then you should hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and hit that notification bell so you never get to miss a new video. Today, we are going to be talking about all the Blu-rays, 4Ks that I picked up in the month of April. So the first one up is An American Werewolf in London from Arrow Video. I cannot wait to watch this movie. I have never seen this movie before in my life, and I've heard it is a horror classic, but apparently Arrow Video did an amazing job with their transfer with tons of special features on here, so this makes a movie that is perfect to watch. I also got another Arrow Video Blu-ray purchase, and that is Audition. As you can tell, I really want some horror movies from Arrow Video just because they look so amazing. So Grindhouse, that was in partnership with Arrow Video, had a 50% off all their kind of catalog titles, and one of them was Audition, which I've heard is an amazing, very disturbing Japanese horror film, and you know what? I want to watch it. Next up, we have the Disney animated classic Bambi. I know this is a movie that you just gotta have in your collection, even though it's on Disney Plus. It's Bambi, okay? Moving on. Next up, we have The Crow. It is a superhero movie that I have never seen, so this is one I definitely want to check out, as there's a ton of crazy behind the scenes with this movie. Everyone talks about how good The Crow is, so I'm just gonna watch it. So this is a spoiler for one of the video series that I'm gonna be doing this week, and that is The Fast and the Furious on 4K. Now, I'm going to be reviewing all the Fast and Furious movies all the way up to F9 that is supposed to be coming out June 25th. So this week, I'm going to start with the original Fast and Furious. Gonna save a lot more of my thoughts when I rewatch it for this week. Next up, we have Finding Dory on 4K. As you may know, I already had this movie on Blu-ray if you had seen my complete Blu-ray collection video, but I heard that this 4K transfer that they made last year with a bunch of other 4K Pixars was pretty good, and it had a nice upgrade in color, so I wanted to get it. Another big surprise that I picked up in this Walmart bin is Girls Trip. This trailer for this movie looked awful. Even the cover looks like a generic, boring movie. But this movie ended up being extremely funny, but also having a lot of personal and emotional moments between these ladies that are all friends with each other. It's not the best thing in the world, and it has its issues, but I think for about $6 to $7, I think this is a good pickup. This next pick was a random pickup that I got from FYE that I heard was pretty good, and that is The House of the Devil. I don't know anything about this movie at all. It just had some good reviews, and it's a very small indie horror film that I don't know how scary it is. I don't know if it's more psychological. I don't know, but you know what? That is the best way to go into this movie, and it was about $5, so I feel like that's a perfect steal. The next pickup that I got is Hotel Transylvania 1 and Hotel Transylvania 2. Now, I was very skeptical of getting these two movies just because I had gotten Hotel Transylvania 3 in my last pickup video, and I thought I was just going to rent these, but I remembered how much that I had a good time watching them, especially with Hotel Transylvania 4 finally getting its release date and its new title that's coming out supposedly in August, and I picked this up for like $10, which is a perfect price point for these two films together. If you haven't seen these and you want a good fun time, I suggest checking these out before the next Hotel Transylvania, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So I got another movie from FYE that was a surprise Blu-ray $5 pickup from the same director, T.I. West. That is The Innkeepers. It even has the same kind of style and structure to that other movie that I mentioned before. Literally the same thing I feel about the other one, and that's why I bought both of these movies, and I am really ready for a surprise. So these next two are Disney favorites, and that is The Jungle Book 2. Wait a minute, that's not a Disney classic. And The Jungle Book. I got this on a deal on eBay for both of these for $14.99, which is a massive steal if you know how much Disney Blu-rays do cost. But I've never seen The Jungle Book 2, so I figured, it can't be that bad, right? right? So I picked up another Disney classic film, and this is definitely one of, if not my favorite one of them all, and that is Pinocchio. This was an amazing movie that I watched a couple years ago, and I knew I just had to have this movie. It's so crazy that when I watched it, there's so much of it that really isn't outdated. The animation is incredible, but what's crazy about it is that there's so much inappropriate content in this movie. I don't even want to get into it. Like, I want to hype it up so that you will go watch Pinocchio and see the ridiculously crazy things that go on in this movie that would never be in an animated film today made for children. This pickup was a really great pickup that was only $3.99 on Amazon, as Disney was releasing all of the 20th Century Fox films on $3.99 for more of their Fox Searchlight films, and this is Slumdog Millionaire. This is a phenomenal film that won Best Picture, so if you haven't seen this movie, I highly suggest that you do. It is $3.99 on Amazon, at least at the time of recording this video. Next one up is Soul. Now, this is a brand new release that just came out, and I love Soul so much that I just had to pick up this movie. It was at $24.99, which is normally a little bit less than the $29.99 that they normally sell these movies for. And just having this on 4K is just kind of a blessing because we saw it on 4K on our own TVs with Disney Plus. So I would love to see the difference between the streaming version and the physical disc. Next up is The Usual Suspects. This is such a fantastic film that I've already seen twice already that has one of the greatest twists in movie history. It is amazing acting, amazing writing, and an amazing attention to detail that always leaves you wondering. If you haven't seen The Usual Suspects, what are you doing? And the last one up is a Pixar classic. So I definitely got a lot of Disney movies in this pickup, and that is WALL-E. If you guys remember, I did have WALL-E as a Blu-ray in my complete collection video, but I want to upgrade this along with Finding Dory because they had very cheap deals for these movies, and I figured, well, it's definitely gonna be better than the Blu-ray. It doesn't matter how much better, so I wanted the best quality possible for this masterpiece. But if you're one of the only people that hasn't seen WALL-E, go on Disney Plus or just get the Blu-ray, get the 4K, and watch this masterpiece. Okay, everybody, so those were all my pickups in the month of April. So what was your favorite pick? What was your favorite surprise pick? And what are some of the pickups that you got in your own time during the month of April? I would love to hear about it in the comment section. Thank you guys as always, and I will see you all in the following video.